Hello, what is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into this episode of WEDDLE and the Lots of Thoughts, a sports podcast YouTube channel. My name is Dylan, and today we're back on WEDDLE. If you're not familiar, it's an NFL player guessing game, like it says on the screen. Every day, the computer program picks a new I almost said NBA, NFL player, and we have to take up to 8 guesses for normal mode and up to 10 guesses for hard mode to guess who that player is. Normal mode consists of fantasy relevant players, quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. Hard mode is any single NFL player on any single NFL roster. Normal mode we do well with. I'm confident. I usually pick a player from my favorite team. I'm going with a player on my favorite team. I'm going to go with tight end CJ Uzoma. Hasn't had a huge role with the Jets, but he's been valuable. And we got the division right. So AFC East, not a tight end, shorter than 6'5", 29, number lower than 87. Okay. A little shorter than 6'5" leads me to believe it's a quarterback or wide receiver because running backs tend to be a little bit shorter. Let's think. Wide receiver in the AFC East. First of all, quarterback. Let's do quarterback. Mac Jones is too short. Josh Allen might be 6'4", 6'5". Could be him. 29 seems about right for his age, so we'll keep that in mind. Tua is too short. Obviously, the Jets aren't going to be included. So Josh Allen's our best quarterback guess. Assuming we're not doing backups here. I'm assuming backups are not included. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm assuming. So that leaves wide receivers. Jalen Waddle's too short. Tyreek Hill's too short. Stephon Diggs, I think, is like 6'2", which would be too short. Gabe Davis is not tall enough. Yeah, I don't think so. And then the Patriots, Devontae Parker is certainly tall enough. So that could be. That's about right for the age. I'm going to send Devontae Parker. I think that sounds like a good guess. And if it's not correct, if the position's not correct, I'll go Josh Allen. Devontae Parker. Second guess. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, hard mode. Let's kill it right now, right here. We're going to start with the same player, CJ Uzoma. CJ Uzoma. There we go. Okay, AFC offensive player. That's good. That's good for me. It's good for my success rate. Older than 29, significantly shorter than 6'5". So I'm thinking a running back right off the bat. And then number lower than 87, significantly lower than 87. I'm thinking a running back. A running back in the AFC who's not very tall. Kind of older. That's pretty vague. Let's go. Who do I go with here? Can't AFC North. I'm trying to think of a running back that's a little older. Running backs usually wear out their playing career early on, though. That's the problem. AFC North running back that could be older. Joe Mixon is probably not that old, though. He's probably like 27, 28, if I had to guess. Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb aren't that old. Maybe it's not a running back. Maybe the age is not correct here. Maybe we're just looking at a 6-foot quarterback. If we're looking at a 6-foot to 6'2" quarterback who's a little bit older, that opens up the window a lot more. Let me think. Okay. I'm gonna look for a quarterback here. AFC North could be looking at Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, and Kenny Pickett. Doesn't make sense there. AFC West, Derek Carr sounds like in my head he could be 32 years old. Russell Wilson could be. And Russell Wilson's not tall. He's not. I'm going to send it. Russell Wilson, a guy that's clearly hated among his teammates, but that's not really the point of this video. I rag on Russell Wilson enough in my podcast episodes, if you're familiar. So, but he's a quarterback. This is good. I got this in the AFC West. Quarterback just taller than 5'11". Number just higher than 3. Okay, so assuming we're not doing backups, this is Derek Carr. It's obviously not Patrick Mahomes. It's obviously not Justin Herbert. Unless it's a backup. It could be a backup because I don't think Derek Carr is 36 years old. Derek Carr is not 36 years old. I'm going to send it anyway, but I'm nervous about this situation. Okay, we got to get the team. We're looking at a backup quarterback, and that's a problem because I do not know Kansas City's backup quarterback. And I don't think I know the Chargers either. Let's get Herbert out of the way. is the Chargers' backup quarterback. Man, I'm just gonna guess a bunch of journeyman guys. Kyle Allen, um, Nathan Peterman's in Chicago. Shoot, who are these guys that are kind of floating around? That's right, Kyle Allen just made a start for Houston. So whoever he is, he wears number 4. Tyrod Taylor was their backup, but he is in New York with the Giants. Who are the backup quarterbacks, the journeyman backup quarterbacks? Man. Mm, hmm. Josh McCown's retired. That's who I always think of. Backup quarterbacks, journeyman backup quarterbacks. There's so many of them, man. And so many guys that I hear their name and I'm like, oh, he's a backup quarterback, but who knows? It's funny we made this question. I said this question at the beginning. Are we considering backups? And we're considering backups. I might have to give up on this. I mean, there are guys that are coming to mind, right? Like the Brian Hoyers of the world. But I know what teams they play on. In his case, the Patriots. I don't know that I'm going to be able to come up with backup quarterbacks that easily. It's going to be a journeyman backup quarterback for sure, 100%. And I'm not going to just keep mulling around trying to think of who it could be because I don't know. Um, send Hoyer, even though I know he's in New England. Who are these? I mean, he's old. This is a guy who's 36 years old. Who's a 36-year-old backup quarterback? Mike Lennon? I don't know where he is. He's not even in the league anymore. Blaine Gabbert? I don't know, man. I'm just throwing out guesses. Oh, that's right. He's Tom Brady's backup. I don't know. Jay Cutler? I might just have to send guesses. I'm going to do it. Chase Daniel. See, I knew it was some journeyman backup quarterback. Oh well. I didn't know their quarterback depth chart. That's something I could have had. That's someone I could have had on this. We didn't get hard mode today. We did get normal mode pretty quickly. I hope you enjoyed this episode of WEDDLE. If you're interested in more WEDDLE episodes, there are plenty more on the channel and a nice, neat little playlist for you to watch. If you click the channel name just below this video, click the playlist tab, and then there's a whole WEDDLE playlist ready for you to watch start to finish. We got 17, 18, 19 episodes of this, whatever episode we're on. So feel free to watch all those. If you like this content, click the subscribe button down below, click the little bell, and you get notified whenever a new video comes out. And click the like button. I would really appreciate that. It essentially tells the YouTube algorithm that it should be suggested to more people out there. So I really appreciate it if you did like the video, if you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching this episode of WEDDLE and the Lots of Thoughts Sports Podcast YouTube channel. Have a wonderful rest of your day.